I used to believe that timing was just an excuse people used when love failed. A softer word for fear. A polite way to avoid responsibility. Now I know timing can be cruel in a way people rarely talk about. Because love doesn't always come when you're ready to hold it. The life I was running from when I met her, I was exhausted in a way sleep couldn't fix. I had moved to a new city with one suitcase and no real plan, telling everyone I needed a fresh start. The truth was simpler. I was running from a life that no longer felt like mine. The cafe below my apartment became my anchor. Same cracked tiles. Same burnt, smelling espresso. And eventually, the same woman behind the counter. She never flirted. Never rushed. She looked at people like she was actually listening, not just waiting to speak. I noticed her because she made me feel seen, without asking anything in return. A quiet connection. We didn't jump into friendship. It happened slowly, through repetition. She learned my order. I learned her schedule. Some days we talked about nothing. Some days about everything. She once told me, "I don't like loud love stories. I like the ones you almost miss." That should have been a warning. 2 broken timelines. I eventually learned pieces of her past. A relationship that ended badly. Dreams postponed for survival. The fear of wanting something too much. She learned mine. How I avoided commitment by pretending to be independent. How I left before things could ask more from me. We fit. Not perfectly, but honestly. Still, we never crossed the line. We both knew the cost. The day she left, when she told me she was moving, I smiled too quickly. She talked about the opportunity like it was a gift. And it was. But it felt like losing something I never allowed myself to name. On her last day, I walked her to the train station. We stood there awkwardly, surrounded by strangers, holding a goodbye that was too big for words. She hugged me longer than necessary. I should have said everything. I said nothing. Living with the what if years passed unevenly. I dated kind people. I built routines. I learned how to appear settled. But sometimes, late at night, I imagined another version of my life, one where I had been braver. She appeared in my dreams more than she should have. Meeting again, we met again by accident, years later. She was stronger now, softer in different ways. She told me she had thought about me during every big decision. I told her the truth. I never stopped. But love doesn't rewind time. This time, we chose honesty over fantasy. And that was the hardest part. What remains, we didn't end up together. But she changed the way I love. Some people aren't meant to stay forever. They're meant to stay with you.